Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Love is Blind, Season 6, Episode 5.
Listen, y'all getting a lot of videos today. A lot. Y'all are getting the rest of Love is Blind today. I think that's up to Episode 6.
Yep.
And then we got Potomac and we got Married to Medicine. Make sure y'all check out those videos too. Thumbs up this video, share it, comment, subscribe, importantly, because we want y'all to be part of the community.
Yes.
Not for our benefit. No, we don't want 1,000 subscribers.
Yes, we do.
I've been asking for 1,000 subscribers since November. Okay? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Chelsea struggles with feeling lovable.
Yeah.
There are a lot of single flight attendants, and she prays she's making the right decision.
Start right there. Chelsea, I just noticed something because I had to watch these last 2 episodes alone without Blair. And throughout this whole process, Chelsea is probably villain number 2. Because her insecurity oozes throughout her pores.
It does.
And it makes her look worse than what she already does. When you want somebody who is... You hope you get somebody who's confident. Because then you can kind of fool people. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like I could be in the same room with Morris Chestnut. That's what my confidence say.
I agree.
Facts, I probably shouldn't be in the room. You get what I'm saying? But my thing is, somebody in that room gonna be like, he belong there. Chelsea just feels so insecure and so tiring. And I think we're going to see this within these next 2 episodes. I just wanted to get that off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Chelsea is about to decide which pod she is going to be walking into.
Yeah.
And she walks into the pod with Jimmy.
Oh, my goodness.
He tells her he broke up with Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
She feels good but scared. He proposes. She falls to the ground.
Of course.
She says yes. She tells him she loves him, and he says it back.
Man, listen here. We are in for a roller coaster with these two. If there was any episode I was looking forward to, was the episode where Jimmy get to lay his eyes on his Megan Fox. You get what I'm saying? This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea then goes to the pod with Trevor.
Yeah.
She tells him he's a great person. She's crying. She does break it off with him. And he asks if you're going to be giving it all to someone else.
Whoa.
She says yes. He asks, is there a reason? And she's not really responding. He's confused because you're choosing someone who questioned if they wanted another girl versus a guy who's been 100% for you since the beginning. She really has nothing to say to that either.
There's nothing to say to that.
Trevor asked if he could have given his speech. Would that have changed her mind? If he would have went first, would she have said yes?
I think so. I think yes.
I think she would have said yes to whoever asked her first. Yeah. She says that she can't really answer any of these questions. Trevor says, well, that's not a good answer for his sake. She says, I just couldn't give you all of me. Trevor says he's happy for them. He tapped the bracelet 100 times today. He was not expecting to be heartbroken. He tells her she can go. He's going to hang back and chill a little bit so he don't go crying into the lounge. But she wants him to know how hard it was for her. And he says his goodbyes.
My man said he tapped the bracelet a couple of times today.
100 times.
She ain't wear it.
I know that she was not wearing it in the pod.
She ain't feel it and things like that. Look, Chelsea is a quote unquote pick me type of person. She needs reassurance. She needs constant building.
Okay. She
is someone who quote unquote, which I think Trevor was kind of leading into it. He just like, are you like can I sway you? If I would have came in first, would you would have said yes to me? That means you really. How do you feel?
Exactly. Are you? Do you really have a strong stance on why you like this guy? And honestly, it doesn't seem like it. She's just kind of going with the wind. I have a theory that I want to throw out there that I've seen discussed, and I want to know if you think this could be a plausible theory.
Theory me.
So, some people believe that Chelsea chose Jimmy so that she could feel that she won over Jessica, who might be a more attractive girl. So it's more like a ego confidence boost to say, I got the guy Whereas maybe if he would have seen us, I might have not gotten the guy. You think that's plausible?
Yeah.
I feel like that stroked her ego in a way.
I think that's more common than not. I think she said the woman that she wants to look like. Because I'm like, I know nobody told you look like Megan Fox. No one told you look like Megan Fox. Look, Jessica looked closer to Megan Fox than Chelsea does, and Jessica looked nothing like Megan Fox.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So my thing is, she was in the pod trying to build herself up. Oh, people say I look like Megan Fox. And then what to your theory, which the first time I heard it, that's very, for someone who needs rebuilding all the time, I think she definitely was like, oh, Jessica's pretty, but Jimmy go choose me over her because I wouldn't choose me over her. You get what I'm saying? Because that leads to your theory. If I was to add just a little thing to it, that goes back to Trevor's question. Why would you even put yourself in a position to be in a love triangle with someone who was serious about another girl and kind of serious about you, kind of splitting their time when I've been 100% focused on you? Because like you only want me. That's easy. I know I can have you. That does nothing to my confidence. You get what I'm saying? That does nothing to my ego. You know?
Yeah.
Listen here, man.
Well, next, Jeremy and Sarah Ann.
Yeah.
I love how Jeremy handled this. I just want to preface it by saying that.
Yeah.
Jeremy decided Laura is who he wants to move forward with, but he doesn't have anything negative to say about his experience with Sarah Ann.
I have just a little negative things with Sarah Ann, but nothing big.
She asked what was the determining factor, and he really doesn't have an answer. She feels foolish and confused, like he might have been telling them the same things. Jeremy says, this process has been crazy. I have seen grown men cry every day.
Clayton.
He's like, I would never do this again. It is a lot. Sarah Ann said that she absolutely would. Like, it's been like a great experience for her.
Of course.
And she tells him that she's glad that he found his person. And she asks if there's anything that she could have done differently. He says no. He really just had to trust the feeling. It's day 10. They told me to choose. I had to make my choice.
That's fair. Listen here, Sarah lost me the minute that she said her Botox is falling off her face. So I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't 60, you ain't 50. So the minute she went with the Botox and the lip fillers or whatever she was talking about with the plastic, and look, if you want to do that, cool. I feel like don't touch your face unless you really have to. You get what I'm saying? And then they started talking about social media and things like that. She just seems like the type of person that wants to be in the spotlight a little bit more than I want to be.
Right.
The fact that she even said that she would do this thing again. What, to be on TV? Because it's not like it was successful for you.
True.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. But, how he handled it was very mature compared to everybody, literally.
I mean, the guys to me, like, who had to make the decision, really, I just think about Jimmy. And I'm just like, all the pauses and the heavy breathing and the crying while you're trying to get it out. Like, I was like with Jessica, like, spare me the dramatics. What is going on?
James
Jeremy, Jeremy, he went in there, he said it straight, and I was just like, finally, like, just say it so people can deal with their emotions and move on.
Yeah, facts.
In the ladies' lounge, Sarah Ann tells Laura, it's you.
It's you.
They hug. Sarah asked if, she and Jeremy had heart-to-hearts, and Laura was like, yeah, all our conversations were pretty much heart-to-hearts. And Laura is just trying to big up Sarah, telling her, like, she's beautiful, she's a bad bee, like, all this type of stuff. Just so, she knows that she is still a wonderful, beautiful woman.
Yeah, so. Look, Sarah even said, like, she's sad for her, but she's happy that someone else found their person. I'm like, that is nice to say.
Yeah.
I would have been salty.
Okay.
Okay.
Jeremy and Laura.
Yeah.
He tells her she is the person for him. He proposes. She says yes. And they both say they love each other. And honestly, Jeremy is my favorite guy in the process so far.
Yeah.
I just appreciated his maturity and his ability to handle tough conversations and situations. Like, he's not running and he's not begging the women to coddle him. Okay. So I respect him the most. Moving on, he's saying that he's never been more sure. We're at the reveal for Chelsea and
James. Jimmy James.
Yeah,
Jimmy James. I call him James. You call him Jimmy.
Jimmy.
We are at the reveal. Now we are at my favorite scene of the night.
He says that he's never been more sure he can talk to Chelsea about anything. He actually accidentally says Jessica during the taping, but he corrects himself.
He said Jessica. I supposed to make that mistake, buddy, because I didn't talk to these people. I'm over here trying to review a show.
Right.
So when I go, who that Blair? You're not supposed to do that, brother. Okay.
Well, they open up for the reveal.
Yeah.
Chelsea runs to him.
Stop. Turn off. That would have been the first turn off to me right there. Don't run to me.
And it wasn't even a cute run.
No, it's just...
It was very like...
desperate.
Yes.
Very like, oh my God. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Listen here. As much as I may think I look like Morris Chestnut, right? If a woman is not confident in herself... to also acknowledge in the fact that, oh, not only do I get to see him, he get to see me. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that you should, quote unquote, hide your excitement. I'm saying tailor it. No, I'm serious though.
Yeah.
Tailor it, right? If he ain't running, why are you running? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's usually what my father used to say when I was acting up in school and stuff like that. Nobody else running in the classroom. Why are you running? So she's running. And you don't even got the chance to really read the room, read his face, read his mannerisms, because you're just like, oh my God, I'm trying to run. I'm just like, girls, please.
They embrace.
Yeah.
He tells her she's gorgeous.
Lie number one.
They kiss. She tells him he's handsome.
Lie number two.
And what I noticed is that it felt like she was literally hanging off of him. Like they were hugging, but after a while... I think he wanted to let go, but she was like wrapped around his neck. That's just how it appeared to me. Grabbing his face and his neck. He says he thought she was lying a little bit. And she was like, what, about the tattoos or something like that? He's like, I just got in my head a little bit. Not about the tattoos, about some other thing.
Listen here, that man was about to vomit. That man was about to be like, oh, okay.
And she tells him that she loves him. He says, okay, I needed to hear that.
Yeah.
He shares he almost went home this morning. Every bit of this experiment is draining, but she kept him here. She means a lot to him. It was a roller coaster for him. She asked how he's feeling now because, rightfully so. She's like, what do you mean you was about to leave? Like, we're engaged. He says he's happy now. She didn't want to hear that he had almost left, but she asked, is it what you expected?
Oh, boy.
He said, we sort of hit on the look stuff. And she's like, well, not with you. I'm just like, girl, you don't know what's happening right now, do you?
You are so oblivious.
Like, you do not know what's happening right now.
No. He
says, he proposes, gives her the ring. She says yes. And he says, I don't care what you look like. I love you for who you are.
Stop right there. If you're really gorgeous, right? Why do I have to care what you look like?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That is listen, you only say that to ugly people. You only say, hey, look, I don't care what you look like.
Yeah.
You're a good person under all that. You get what I'm saying? If someone's beautiful and they know they're beautiful, they don't hear those sentences.
But see, my thing is that I don't think Chelsea is an ugly girl. I think Chelsea oversold herself. So it is like a huge disappointment, the fact that you do not look like this celebrity.
Facts.
I feel like if you just were humble,
she should have said somebody
or maybe just not describe yourself and just allow yourself to be the beauty that you are.
Megan Fox.
He is comparing you to the image you put in his head. Like, and that's a disappointment.
And dude, like, you know what's crazy about that? Whenever you say a celebrity lookalike, we never go to what they kind of look like now. We kind of go to what they look like in their prime. So he probably was talking about the Megan Fox that was in Transformers and things like that. I don't know what Megan Fox look like now. Yeah. But the fact that when she said Megan Fox, I automatically went to like her at her peak.
Right.
In my opinion. Now, there's no spoilers. Don't do no spoilers. But you said that Chelsea is not, you don't think she's an unattractive girl. She just oversold herself, right? I'm going to jump the shark just a little bit, but I'm not going to spoil anything. I think she's very unattractive.
Oh, okay.
Because not only do your looks go into that, also how your self-esteem go into that as well.
Yeah.
And how she carries herself based on just this alone and what you're going to see. Oh yeah, nah. Like she have no confidence.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy would have to be a construction blueprinter architect because he have to continuously build this woman up. And that's a lot. Even just her sitting there, keep asking him the same questions. Right then and there, when they first meet each other. He said, I was about to go home, and she's like, that made me feel bad. And I'm like, okay, like, are you good though? You know what I mean? She is someone who deals with self-esteem. She don't have high self-esteem. And if you already don't have the looks, quote unquote, to match, like it does make you look very unattractive to at least the other gender or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in the confessional, they get Jimmy to say it.
Say it, Jimmy.
Chelsea, he's basically says that she lied on how she looks.
Oh my goodness, Jimmy.
She said Megan Fox, but he's attracted to her and they can definitely make it work. That does not sound promising. We can make it work. But she lied to me. I tell you that.
Listen here, man. I heard from a prophet. I don't know if y'all go to church. And some people out the world, they call them psychics.
Okay.
In the church, we call them prophets, and we don't really mess with the psychic world. But there was so let's just meet in the middle. Let's say oracle.
Oh, okay.
I met with an oracle, and I heard the oracle said, "You're going to choke." Right? I heard that from a great oracle. And I would say he was speechless when he was hugging. James, I got a question. When you was hugging your fiance, why did you make eye contact with me? I'm in my room watching the show, and you made eye contact with me. Like direct eye contact.
He's like, can y'all believe this?
No. Listen here. We've been waiting for this. The minute that she said Megan Fox out her mouth. Trust me, I haven't thought of a Megan or a Fox in a long time.
Yes.
If at all.
Yeah.
But the minute that she said Megan Fox, have you ever disagreed with somebody so fast that like the right answer just comes to your mind immediately? When she said Megan Fox, I'm like, not Megan. You know what I mean? So when he made eye contact with me, I feel like he was talking cold. No, look at your wife. And he kept saying, before I let you continue, he kept saying, you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous, you're gorgeous. He's not
talking. Speak it and it will be.
He's manifesting. You know what I'm saying? He's manifesting. He's not really there. You know what I mean? He's trying to talk himself into it. You get what I'm saying?
Right. In the confessional, Chelsea thinks maybe she wasn't what he was expecting.
Yeah.
She doesn't want him to wake up and think he made the wrong choice.
You see what I'm talking about? That's insecurity right there.
You can't speak that over yourself, bro.
No, it's all over. I smell it on you.
Yeah.
It's all you.
It's coming out her pores.
What is written all over your face? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my voice cracking over here, just like Alicia Keys, whatever it is. It's written all over your face. Listen, she is not.
You don't have to say a word, honey.
She is not confident.
Right.
And I'm telling you, confidence will take you a long way. Trust me, I got into some doors, and I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about actual career things, right? I got into some doors.
You got through them walls.
Yes, that I was not supposed to be there. But my confidence, my smile, asking people, what you doing here? That's how confident I was. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, in some places I was not supposed to be. But my confidence got me there. It didn't keep me there. Eventually,
they found me out.
Yeah, eventually, but that's not the point. I got in, okay? And no, seriously, she needs help.
Okay.
Okay, continue playing.
Well,
okay, yeah.
Laura and Jeremy's reveal.
Yeah.
She calls him handsome. He thinks she looks better than anything he imagines. And I think he was genuine. Absolutely. Okay. Mm-hmm. He proposes with the ring. She says yes. Yeah. He kisses her hand. He says he's doing this once and he's done. Yeah. She's the first person he's wanted to be there for a long time.
And this is Jeremy and Laura, right?
Right.
He said, I think he described it as his person. Like, basically, like, I think he called her his person or things of that nature.
Okay.
How do you feel about them two together? Because here's the thing about it. I like them individually.
Right.
But I don't know if I don't dislike them together.
Yeah.
But I was like, hopefully it works for them individually together.
I feel like they're clicking in this moment.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a good match. They seem to be vibing. They seem to like be attracted to each other. Mm-hmm. So right now it's clicking.
Yeah.
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 The couples are heading to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Well, first we get a jump scare from Nick and Vanessa.
Was it a jump scare for you?
But yes, they let us know the couples are going to the DR.
Yeah.
And they're going to see if their physical connection is as strong as their emotional.
Yeah.
So the couples are checking out the rooms, the resort.
I ain't gonna hold you. Watching this just to talk to you for a second.
Okay.
I was like, I do want to go to another resort. Probably not this year, but I do. Listen, a resort is fun.
It really is.
And now, mind you, you're talking to someone who only been to one. Actually, I've been to two, but I don't count the other one when I was a kid because that was like vacation Bible school.
Yeah.
It was on a resort, but it was in state, and or maybe it was in Pennsylvania during that time.
Yeah.
And we just did Jesus stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like even though it was a resort, but I'm talking about like a real resort to where you got unlimited food.
Yeah, all inclusive.
You know what I mean? Like it was really a fun time and things like that.
Yeah, we actually went to, they went to the TRS and DR. We went to the TRS Yucatan and Quinta Roo, the adults only. And y'all, if you can go.
Yeah, well,
it was great.
They ain't paying us for a sponsor, but yeah, it was fun though.
It was fun. It was great. Yeah. So their weddings are 4 weeks away.
Yeah.
Chelsea and Jimmy. He keeps telling her she's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, boy.
They talk about what he said during the reveal. Just basically like, just the little comments they had and whatever. Jimmy says that you said you weren't going to tell anyone I loved you. Chelsea said, look, I told Laura. She didn't go into the lounge screaming it from, the hilltops, but she didn't know Laura was going to go tell Jessica. And Jimmy says that he believes Chelsea.
I mean, that's literally how it happened, though. I mean, she ain't lying.
Right. He explains that about his last conversation with Jessica, just kind of how it went south. And he says that her problem solving doesn't mesh well with how he handles things. Brother,
you played a big part in the whole problem. You was the problem.
It's so funny how like people try to tell their side of stories especially when they're recorded.
I'm about to say like
and it's like, I don't know if you're trying to control a narrative or maybe he really believes his perspective, but I'm just like,
do Jimmy really remember when like he went dead silent multiple times within conversation with this woman?
Right. And he's making it seem like she did something wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. He says with her tone and attitude, like he's like, I'm not going to want to dig deeper and like get to know you more if that's the tone you're going to have with me.
Go ahead.
Let alone, don't tell us what happened before she got the tone. The fact that she gave you a letter to her future husband and you over here like, I appreciate it. Silence. Anyway, he thought it was unfair that she slammed him. She brought up looks and then Chelsea got a little nervous. She said, looks? What do you mean by looks?
Oh boy, I was like, Jimmy.
I was like, Chelsea, why are you reacting like this? Well, she brought up looks saying, that he was going to be basically holding his breath when he sees her. He thought it was weird that she said that because this is a Love is Blind situation.
Oh, and Jimmy is it's coming out of him and he's trying to control it.
He wanted to see what Jessica looked like.
Yes.
He just wants to get that off his chest and he keeps telling Chelsea she looks great. And he's just like, I just feel like I can tell you anything. Jimmy, don't tell her anything. You are like crushing her spirit with every sentence. And they say they're both happy with their choice.
Oh my goodness, boy, the reunion gonna be crazy.
Laura and Jeremy.
Yeah.
They are on the bed making out. She makes a comment that he has a normal size neck because back in the pods he said he had a thick neck. That's why he likes wearing certain t-shirts. And they tell each other, I love you. She also makes a comment like, okay, like dress like a grown up. Don't wear Hawaiian shirts. And I'm like, Laura,
you just met this man.
Exactly.
And then you gonna tell this man this when he's basically at a beach.
On vacation.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what that man wears every day. I think he's a construction worker. I think a lot of stuff he wears is dirty.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Well, Jeremy is really attracted to Laura. He feels great. And he thinks they're going to have a great night and a great life together. He starts, they go and hang out by the pool. He's playing with a balloon in the pool and Laura is on the side laughing. At first I thought she was like starting to kind of get the ick because he was like doing a lot, but they ended up kissing and it seemed like it was a good night.
It just seemed like they goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amy and Johnny, they are in the pool in like the recliners, like kissing.
Yeah.
And they are getting lost in each other's eyes. There's lots of laughs, lots of kissing. Amy says Johnny is a guy she would have never paid attention to. She'd always go for darker skinned, darker haired guys. But the more she has time with him, the more the physical attraction grows.
I guess that's cool to say. I to me, in my opinion, I keep those type of conversations for my friends.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to tell someone who I'm with. You know, I never would have went for you if I saw you. I'm like, well, okay, then, like, you know what I'm saying? like, you ain't got to stay. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. AD and Clay.
All day.
Okay. Oh, Clay. They get in the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
Clay loves her in a bathing suit.
Clay wanted to make sure he got as much clothes as possible off of her as soon as possible.
He calls her his pillow. He's a big baby, and he just melts in her arms.
I got a question. How do you feel about that? Like, if I was the type of guy that needs to be babied, and like, I'm like,
that is so unattractive.
Let me lay on your bosom, mommy.
That is so unattractive. Like, I can understand like babying or caring or loving for your spouse or your significant other, but for a man to say I'm a big baby, that is unattractive to me. Like, you're not a big baby, you're a man. Yeah,
and then like for me personally, I can't relate because as I told y'all, or new viewers and stuff like that, my mother passed away when I was 12. So I don't like being nurtured. Like, I don't like the baby stuff and stuff like that because my father basically raised me. So he wasn't the type to baby me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, if I didn't like that as a teenager, now I'm a grown man. This guy's a grown man. What is this whole thing of I'm your baby, I just need to lay on your chest? No, I want to do other things to your chest. You get what I'm saying? Like do man stuff. Don't do baby stuff. What's wrong with you, Clay? I mean, he was crying in the room, so, you know, maybe he is a baby.
He wants to be vulnerable with her and not just sexualize her. She is his fiance, and he wants to look at her and respect her in that light.
Okay.
He asks her, do men wear rings? And she says yes. And she explains basically how a wedding goes and how like the rings are transferred and all that type of stuff. He wants a low-key band. He wants like a gold band. And she tells him that she's obsessed with him. They're kissing, eating grapes, lots of rubbing and touching and kissing, all of that. 80 says that the physical connection is there and she is open to having sex with him.
Listen, Hill, this is a car crash. We are just watching from the beginning. We seen you get in the car, turn the key in the car and everything. We're like,
put your blindfolds on and everything.
We listen here. We're like, she gonna crash.
She about to drive into the wall.
Everything that quote unquote you wasn't supposed to do, you're gonna do. And I don't even have a problem with you being open to have sex with him. It just comes off as people who think like you, AD, never really ends up in the good situation. And when I say people who think like you, she says something about when she see red flags, she match it to her nails or something across the lines. Which, like, she try to fix people and things like that. So you seen, and then when Clay was yelling at her and things of that nature, and she's giving him props for him just admitting to stuff but not really fixing it. Like, you know what? He'd be like, I'm a man, and then she'd be like, you know, that's brave of you to say that. You know, like, you're about to run into a wall. We see the wall, and I think you see the wall too.
Right.
But I think you think that maybe like you're guessing now. Like, if I have sex with this guy, and maybe if we actually try to build something with this guy, it would be different from all the other things I've done that probably would have been the same.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I'm like, girl, like, get a guy with good character first.
Yeah. And I hear what y'all be saying about AD. Don't think I'm not in the Twitter streets and like social media streets. I see what y'all be saying about her hair, okay? Yeah. About her eyelashes and things like that. Yeah. But here's the thing about it, right? I don't know nothing about hair. I don't know nothing about eyelashes. I did think the eyelashes was a little too much for me, but I'm just like, what do I know? Stay off of women appearances. But compared to Chelsea, you get what I'm saying? She walks around with confidence.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And if you know, you know. So as y'all know, I seen somebody with a curling iron messing with their TV while watching the TV trying to do it to AD hair. I said, get that curling iron from that TV. You get what I'm saying? But listen here. You about to be the main character on this show, AD, for all the wrong reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
Brittany and Kenneth.
This is, I think, people's favorite right here.
Yeah. They are getting ready for bed. Before they go to sleep, he says that every night he wants to unpack their day, talk about what went well, what didn't, and how she's feeling about the relationship.
That sounds fun in the beginning.
Yeah.
Until you have a real bad day and you don't want to talk at all.
And then you're up for 5 hours trying to talk through it.
Yeah. Sometimes just going to sleep is the best option. Brother.
Exactly. You'll feel different in the morning. Yeah. So she feels good. She noticed that their water bill is going to be crazy because he washes his face while the water's running.
I do that too.
And they both like long showers. She feels good about them together. He looks forward to making more memories with her. They both say they love each other and they kiss each other goodnight.
Yeah.
Chelsea and Jimmy. They are brushing their teeth, getting ready for bed. Apparently, he brushes his teeth hard and he hurt himself doing so.
Okay.
She's taking off her lashes and her makeup. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like he's going to say something crazy. Or at least to the confessional. I was nervous about what he was going to say.
I'm not scared about the confessional. I'm scared that he's going to say something to this girl. Because he's hinting at things. Like, basically, Jessica said you're ugly, not me. You know what I'm saying? but
Jessica brought up looks.
You know,
okay.
Well, you brought up looks too in the pod, but you know, I guess James got us on edge. You know what I mean?
He shares that he has psoriasis.
Okay.
All of this sexy talk before bed. She asks, "Were you excited to see me?" He says yes, and she asks, "What's the first thing you noticed about me?" He says he'll keep it PG, and she has pretty teeth. You have big, square, white teeth. And she says, well, I first noticed your eyes. That's a sweet answer.
Now watch this. To someone who is beautiful, right? Or to someone who may think you're beautiful, I wouldn't compliment I wouldn't specifically comment your teeth. I would just say you have a beautiful smile.
That's a better way to say it.
No. That's the true way to say it.
Yes.
Teeth is just like he was going through his head. He like, I found some. Teeth.
It's like you have I like your eyelashes.
Because he don't think she has a beautiful smile.
Yeah.
He was just trying to give her something that she could hold on to. And I'm like, bro, you are doing bad at this.
Yeah.
Right now. Yep.
She asks, what's the non-PG answer? And he says, well, you got big boobs. And then she says that she's had braces for 9 years. What? They talk about retainers. She asks if he still likes her. And he says, in the pods, I like the way you laughed and the cheesy phrases you said. She asks, do you feel the same way outside of the pods as you did in the pods? And he says, yeah, your voice and your laugh played a big part. He loves her and he loves being with her. They kiss. They both say, I love you. He tells her she's gorgeous and he's happy they chose each other.
I counted like 10 lies within just 5 sentences. And within this 5 sentences that Blair read in 30 seconds, she had to be reassured 4 times.
Yeah. But the thing is, I don't want to fault her for that because he's not feeling her energy a little bit.
Dude, you think she's sensing like the energy?
I think she's sensing that. And I think that because she already is self-conscious or insecure about certain things, it probably feels like times 10. So she's like, I need to hear the words.
Do you like me? He's saying
the words, but the energy and the veracity is like not there. So.
I now since you put it that way, I'm like, you ain't lying. Yeah.
But all the couples wind down for the night, go to sleep, and that is where episode 5 ends.
That's it. Listen here, don't leave. Episode 6 is going to be up almost as soon as you get done watching this. Episode 6 gonna be right up. You might as well just click. Matter of fact, click on the playlist. That's another thing that a lot of people are not. Not a lot of people that I'm not saying. We have a playlist. You can literally just click on the first episode and just go straight down.
Yeah, have yourself a little binge session.
A binge day with me.
Yes.
Morris Chestnut. You know what I'm saying?
Get you some popcorn and relax.
Yes.
Yes.
And subscribe. Okay? Anything else, Blair?
That's all I got.
We see you in the next episode.
Bye.